Welcome. This is Carolyn Bell Yoga. This class today is called Yoga is About Connection. So many things in the world divide us: politics, religion, sports teams, personal opinions, and judgments. It is rare to find something that connects us, and yoga is one of those things. We are all working to be the best version of ourselves. Yoga gives us a clear mind. It helps us to stay present in the moment and has compassion, empathy, kindness, love, and caring at its base. We are all equal. We are all the same as we step onto our mats. Yoga is a practice, and it helps us to feel better, to be more clear-headed, healthier, and have a deeper sense of purpose. So I'm so glad you made it to your mat today. Please find something to use for a block. It could be a book, a pillow, and find a scarf or a belt, something, a strap, something you can use to connect your hands. So, standing on the mat in Tadasana. Take a moment to close your eyes and to allow yourself to become present in mind, body, and spirit. Feel your connection with the earth. Feel your feet upon the mat. Perhaps sway forward and back and just get a sense of your space on the mat, your body on the mat. Find a strong center core, pulling the belly in and up towards your heart. Get rooted in your spirit. Aware and engaged in your torso. Tadasana is very active. It's not just standing. We're rooting down and we're growing taller. Offer your heart to the practice. Opening, spreading, and expanding your heart space. Balance your shoulders over your body. Your ears over your shoulders. Your whole physical body has come into alignment now. Eyes are closed. The breath is moving. Allow your soul, your heart, your spirit to the divine. Bring the hands to heart center and offer your own personal heart prayer for your practice. May we all feel connected. May we all feel grounded. May we have compassion, forgiveness, heart, a sense of purpose. Opening the eyes, open the arms. I want you to just sway side to side for a moment. Just feeling the edges of your feet. Maybe a forward and back. Noticing when the abdominals engage to hold you strong and steady. And then find your center of balance. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Bend those knees and just hang down like a rag doll. Once again, do a little bit of swaying side to side. Hold opposite elbow and just let the body move around, getting a little space into the spine. Let the top of the head hang down. Inhale and exhale. And then release the hands and round the back all the way up to standing. Inhale, the arms up. Exhale, hands at heart center. Take a deep breath. It may be your first deep breath of the day. Release the arms and step to the front of the mat. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Shavasana. Inhale forward to plank pose. Hold the strong core. Knees, chest, chin. And then drop the belly down. Rise into upward facing dog. Roll over the toes, downward facing dog. And then just walk to the front of the mat. Crossing the feet. See, bow forward again, go as deep as you can. Right hand stays down, left arm up, spinal twist. If you needed a block here, you could grab your prop, put it at the front of your mat so that you can open the arm and touch the floor at the same time. Release the arms back down, forward fold with crossed legs. And now step the feet together. Uttanasana, inhale, lift the chest. Strong core, open heart, rise. Hands at heart center. Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, we're going back to downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Shavasana. Just doing a little stretching and opening of the body. Inhale forward to our plank pose. Knees, chest, chin. Urdhva Mukha Shavasana, upward facing dog. Adho Mukha Shavasana, downward facing dog. Walking the feet forward to Uttanasana. Now step the left leg over the right. Fold, go as deep as you can. Feel the strong opening of the back of the legs. Perhaps using a prop, left hand down on the block, right arm up, and twist. Release back down again. Move your block to the side. Fold. Step the feet together. Inhale, lift the heart, Ardha Uttanasana. Strong core as you rise. Arms up. Hands to heart center. Samastitihi. Tadasana. And now lift up that left heel and step back to that low lunge. Arms come up. So that back heel is lifted. Be sure you're stacking the knee over the ankle, over the heel, so that you can see your toes in front of your knee. Now lean forward, reach forward. Inhale, rise, arms up. Exhale, reach back. Sweep the arms back and lean slightly forward. Bring the arms up, drop the back heel down, angle the back foot, open the arms for pyramid. If you need blocks, you would put one on either side of the leg, one on either side of the leg. So it would look like this. If you don't need blocks, you just set them aside. Inhale and exhale. And now step forward with the back foot and fold. Inhale, lift the heart, Ardha Uttanasana. Strong core as you rise, Urdhva Hastasana, Samastitihi, Tadasana. Inhale and exhale, let the breath move through the body. Then lift the right heel up, step back, and we have this low lunge variation with the arms reaching forward. The energy's moving forward. Inhale and exhale, breathe. Bring the arms up. Nice breath. And then sweep the arms back as you lean forward. Pyramid pose using your blocks if needed. Angle the back foot and bow over the front leg. Focusing on that breath, going deeper into the muscles with the breath. And then step forward with the back foot. Fold. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, fold. Open the arms and rise. Arms up. Energy up. Hands at heart center. Tadasana, mountain pose. Repeating that. Lift the left heel, step back, low lunge, crescent pose. Inhale and exhale. Now, reaching forward, extending forward, inhale and exhale, reaching. Inhale the arms up and then sweep the arms back as you lean forward again. Reaching down to the mat or to your block, angle the back foot, pyramid. Surrender deeper into the pose. Step forward with the back foot, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift the heart. Open the arms and rise. Upward salute. Hands at heart center. Tadasana. Lifting the right heel up, we're stepping back to our low lunge. Inhale and exhale, reaching forward. Feel that strong energy moving down the back leg and up through the body, out the fingertips. Inhale, lifting up, and then exhale, sweep the arms back as you lean forward. Open heart, open breath. Pyramid. Fingertips down, angle the back foot, and bow. Breath moving in, breath moving out. Step forward with the back foot, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift the heart, Ardha Uttanasana. Open the arms and rise, Urdhva Hastasana. Hands at heart center, Tadasana. We're going to move through that sequence one more time. So lifting the left heel up, step back, low lunge. Inhale and exhale, reach forward. Inhale, rise. Sweep the arms back. Feel that opening of the heart space right here. And then hands to the mat or to your blocks. Angle the back foot, pyramid. Step forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift the heart, strong core right here. Immediately engage the abdominals. And then open the arms as you rise. Upward salute. Hands at heart center. Tadasana, mountain pose. Left side, lifting the right heel up. Let's step back. Low lunge. Find your balance here. And then reach forward. Inhale and exhale. Keep reaching, even just the fingertips forward. You feel that all through the body. Inhale the arms up. And then sweep the arms back as you lean forward again. Strong back leg. Hands to the mat or to your blocks. Angle the back foot, pyramid. Release tension in the neck, the head, the jaw. Let the breath move through the body. Finding that connection between body, mind, and spirit on the mat. Step forward with the back foot, Uttanasana, fold. Inhale, lift the heart, strong core. Open the arms, rise. Upward salute. Feel the strength of this body pose. Hands at heart center, Tadasana. So your Namaskar A. Inhale the arms up, exhale, fold. Inhale, lift the heart, bend the knees, step or float back, plank, chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha Shavasana, Adho Mukha Shavasana. Bend the knees, float forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift the heart, rise, Urdhva Hastasana, Samastitihi, Tadasana. And again, inhale, exhale. Inhale, plant the hands, float back, chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Bend the knees, float forward, fold. Take the time to go deep into your poses. Lift the heart, open the arms and rise. Hands at heart center. Tadasana. Once more through. Inhale. Exhale. Big breath. Inhale. Exhale. Float back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Rise all the way up. Exhale. And Tadasana. Strength of the flow, breath and body. Finding that connection within yourself. And now we're stepping back with the right foot. Yes, with the right foot, angle this right foot, and then we're turning to the other end of the mat. For Trikonasana, triangle, reaching out and then down. Palm is outside the knee, or the leg, the calf, the ankle. Inhale and exhale. Reaching those arms straight up and down. I often see people angling the arms. I want you to try to reach to the sky so that the hands, when they come together at the heart space, they're balanced. You open the arms, one arm up, one arm down. And now rise and sink into a high skandasana. Inhale, rise. Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Look toward this right hand to the fingertips and beyond. One more breath here. Back arm comes forward. Plant the hands down. You're facing the back end of your mat. Step back. You're going to like this. Drop the knees for the first one. Chaturanga, chaturanga, chaturanga. 3 of those. And then all the way down, upward facing dog, plank pose. We're going to try that again. If you can stay up, then stay up. If you need to modify, drop the knees. Lift those heels up. Chaturanga, 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 and down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, plank. One more. Drop the knees to modify. Chaturanga, 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 and down. Up dog, down dog. Breathe. Float to the back end of your mat. Uttanasana, fold. Inhale, lift the heart. Rise to the top. Hands at heart center. Mountain pose. Now we're stepping this left foot to the side so you're facing me. Inhale and exhale, triangle towards the front of the mat, Trikonasana. Let's check this top arm again. Bring it to the side. Are you staying in a line all the way down, all the way back up? The arm comes out of your heart space. Inhale and exhale. Keep breathing. Inhale, rise. High Skandasana. Inhale, rise, open into Virabhadrasana 2. The arms are an extension of your shoulders. Feel the energy of reaching out. Then this back arm comes forward. Plant the hands, step back. Remember your modification. Drop the knees down. 3 chaturangas. Down and up, down and up, down and up, and release. Upward facing dog to plank. Let's try it again. Chaturanga, chaturanga, chaturanga. Lower down. Up dog, plank. One more. Modify if you're getting tired. Chaturanga, chaturanga, chaturanga. All the way down. Up dog and down dog. Float to the front end of the mat, so bend the knees, hop forward. Sitting down, we're going to go onto our backs. We're not finished with our practice, but we're taking a little break here. So on the back, hands behind the head. Bring the legs to the sky. Get that lower back down. Inhale, exhale, curl up. Drawing the belly down. And then release back. Try that again. Inhale and exhale. Curl up. Lift the tailbone up. Release back down. Inhale, exhale, curl up. Lift the tailbone. Release down. Bend the right knee. Curl up. Lift that tailbone up. Release down. Straighten the right leg. Bend the left knee. Curl up. Lift that tailbone up. Release down. Legs to the sky. Curl up and reach over to the right. Bring the hands behind the head and down. Curl up. Reach over to the left. Hands behind the head and down. Back to center. Curl up. Lift the tailbone up. Release and down. 2 more. Curl up. Lift the tailbone up. Release and down. Curl up. Lift that tailbone up. Release and down. Bring both knees into the chest. Take a little break here. Massage the lower back. Breathe and release. Knees to the chest. Extend the, let's extend the left leg straight. Hands behind the head. Curl up. Release. Switch the legs. Curl up. Inhale, down, switch the legs. Inhale, exhale, curl up. Inhale, switch. Exhale, pause, sorry. Inhale, curl up. Let's switch, release. Inhale, curl up. Switch, release. Inhale, exhale, curl up. Switch, and bring the knees to the chest. I just want you to breathe. So any way you can do it, inhaling and exhaling, so that we're not holding the breath as we practice those. And now, rolling back up. Let's do a forward fold. Releasing our back. And then tuck the knees under. Downward facing dog, step back. Bend the knees, hop to the front of the mat, forward fold. Ardha Uttanasana, rise, all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana, Samasthiti, Tadasana. We're going to repeat that little series again. So step out to the side of your mat and find your triangle. Arms are open up and down. Inhale, rise. High Skandasana. Inhale, open. Warrior two. Back arm comes forward, plank. Chaturanga, 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 and all the way down, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Bend the knees, float forward to the back end of your mat and fold. Inhale, lift the heart. Rise to the top. Hands at heart center. Tadasana, mountain pose. Lift the left heel. We're stepping out. And then find your Trikonasana all the way down. Open the heart and breathe. Inhale, rise. High Skandasana. Inhale, rise. Warrior two, towards the front of the mat. Back arm comes forward, plank pose. Chaturanga, whoops, I went too low. Chaturanga, chaturanga, and all the way down, up dog, down dog. Bend the knees, float to the front of the mat, and fold. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, fold. Open the arms and rise. Hands at heart center. Tadasana. Once more, stepping to the side. Triangle. Follow your breath in and out of the body. Inhale, rise. Exhale, Skandasana. Inhale, rise. Virabhadrasana 2. Go a little deeper this time. Feel your edge of flexibility and strength. Back arm comes forward, finding your plank. Chaturanga, 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 and flow down and up. Downward facing dog. Float to the front, back end of your mat, and fold. Inhale, lift the heart. Rise to the top. Hands at heart center. Tadasana. We're stepping to the side one last time, finding your Trikonasana triangle pose towards the left leg. Inhale, rise. High Skandasana. And breathe. Long, deep breaths. Inhale, rise. Warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Back arm comes forward, high plank. Chaturanga, 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 and then take the vinyasa, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Bend the knees, float to the front ends of the mat. Uttanasana, fold. Inhale, lift the heart. Rise to the top. Hands at heart center. Tadasana, mountain pose. And now we're sitting on our mat for a moment. So just sit down. You might want to use blocks or your books, whatever you have. We're going to just lift and lower the hips. So placing the hands on the blocks, lift and lower. Lift, lower, lift, lower. And then set them aside for now. Crossing the ankles, plant the hands down, find your downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Shavasana. And then lower your forearms down for dolphin. If you need to take a break, feel free to drop the knees and to rest in child's pose. Otherwise, we're in dolphin, leg lifts. Right leg up and down. Left leg up and down. Right leg and left leg. Right leg and left leg. Find your dolphin pose here. Inhale and exhale, spreading those shoulders. And then gliding the forearms forward, moving into a forearm plank. Spread those shoulder blades, keep that super strong core. Then relax the belly down into your Sphinx pose. Bend the knees, reach back, grab the feet, inhale and lift. Little challenge option here, release down. Cross your ankles, grab the big toes and see if you can lift. Keep breathing, the breath rocks the body. Release down, switch the legs the opposite way, grab the big toes, or try your third bow pose. Inhale and lift. Release down and rest. Long, deep breath. Releasing tension you did not even know you were holding in the body. Hands underneath the chest, push up and back, child's pose, Balasana, rest. Tucking the toes, Adho Mukha Shavasana, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts, bring the knee to the chest, step forward. Angle the back foot, warrior two. And here's where you might need the scarf to connect the hands. We're doing archer arms in warrior two. So if you're using a strap, it goes down the center of your back and you grab opposite ends. Get a nice, good hold to it. If you don't need the strap, then just set it aside and try to reach your fingertips. Now we're leaning forward. Moving forward, trying a half moon balance with our archer arms. If this is too much for you, then just open the arms. And then coming forward, we're standing, hands at heart center. Everyone bring the hands. Cross the left ankle over the right knee. Hands at heart center. And now just rise, cross the legs, inhale the arms up, exhale, fold. Step the feet side by side. Inhale, lift the heart, rise to the top, step the feet apart, Balasana, yoga squat. Hands to the mat, step back, downward facing dog. Left leg rises, three-legged dog. Bring the knee to the chest, step forward, angle the back foot. Warrior two, Virabhadrasana two. And then left arm up, right down. See if you can find the archer arms using the strap, the scarf if needed. I'm going to try that this time, see if I can do a better job. I'm just a student who practices just like you. We're all working on our journey. Now move forward, find balance. And then begin to tilt forward. See if you can keep the arms in this archer position. If you lose balance, that's okay. Just find your place again and try again. We're all working on balance. Inhale, rise, touch the foot down, release the scarf. And then ankle over the knee, hands at heart center. Cross the legs, inhale the arms up, exhale, fold. Step the feet side by side, finding Uttanasana. Inhale, lift the heart. Open the arms and rise. Step the feet apart. Malasana Yoga Squat. Hands to the mat, heel toe the feet together. Inhale, lift the heart, bend the knees, step or float back to plank, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Stepping right foot forward, low lunge. Left hand down, right arm up. You have a side plank variation. That right foot turns out. Reach up and down. Turn towards the mat, pigeon pose. Pull the knee back, bow down, sleeping pigeon. Hands to the mat, lift the heart up, tuck the back toes under, step back to plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts, step forward, low lunge. Side plank variation, open the left arm up. Turn back to the mat, sleeping pigeon. Hands slide back, push up, step back plank, last chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Walk or float to the front of the mat. Sitting down, staff pose, Dandasana. Open the legs wide and bow forward. If you want to use a block, they're really nice. Gives you a prop for your head. See if you can get the toes pointing up to the sky. And then walk the hands back, crossing the knees or ankles. Inhale the arms up, exhale, bow forward. If you would like to stack the right foot on top of the left knee or even use a block, you could put the block underneath the right foot and bow forward. That's a nice option. You don't have to be hyper flexible to practice yoga. Just do the pose to your body's flexibility. We're all different. It's perfectly fine if you cannot stack your foot over your knee. You're still doing yoga. Inhale, sitting up. Let's switch sides. Switch the legs if you're just even in the crisscross position. And bow forward. Inhale and exhale. Long, deep breaths. Sitting up on our back. Bend the knees for bridge pose. Inhale, lift up, hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release down and then lift right back up. Squeeze those glutes and hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release and lift up. Squeeze. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Bring the knees to the chest. Long, deep breath. Feet down. We're going to repeat the bridge lifts. Inhale, lift, hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release and lift, squeeze glutes. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release and lift, squeeze. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Bring the knees to the chest. Welcome that long, deep breath. Drop the feet down, open the knees out, Supta Baddha Konasana. For just a moment, we're going to just close our eyes, place one hand on the belly, one hand on the chest. Inhale and exhale, breathing. And now I want you to take your thumbs and place them in the crease here, right where the leg connects to the torso. Just put your fingers or your thumb right in there and see if you can dig them in and then just press. You might find a little tendon there to push, offering a sense of release into the muscles, into the body. Just experiment with your thumbs a little bit, finding a place that feels just right. And then hold that pressure. Inhale and exhale. Do you feel a sense of relaxation come over you from just that little acupressure point? And now bring the knees together. You can use the hands to help bring them together. We're moving into a fish pose. Palms down, straighten the legs. Tuck those elbows underneath your body. Inhale, lift up the head and chest, and then top of the head back. Inhale and exhale, breathe. Open the lungs, open your heart. Release whatever you need to release here. Flex those feet so much that the heels lift up off the mat. And then release, push into the backs of the arms, lower back down, bend the knees. Let's bring them to the chest one more time. Release any tension of that lower back. Maybe roll the knees side to side. Open the arms, spinal twist to the right, knees to the right. Knees up and over to the left. Knees up, full body stretch. And find your Shavasana, your rest. Let's go through the body quickly. Encouraging rest. Top of the head, forehead, eyes, cheeks, jaw, throat, chest, belly, pelvis, quads, knees, shins, top of the feet, toes, bottoms of the feet, heels, back of the ankle, calves, back of the knee, the bend of the knee, hamstrings, glutes, sacrum, lower back, lumbar, cervical spine, shoulder blades, shoulders, biceps, bend of the arm, forearm, wrist, palms, fingertips, back of the hand, top of the wrist, top of the forearm, elbows, triceps, shoulders, clavicle, throat, back of the neck, back of the skull, back of the ears, top of the head. Rest in silence, rest within your breath, rest in spirit. Allow the breath to rise up and cleanse the body. One more long, deep breath. And slide the feet up the mat and roll to your side. Pausing here, a bit of rest and release, letting go, shedding a layer. Taking a new breath as you rise, feeling renewed, feeling a lightness of being, palms up in our meditation seat. Aligning your will and your wisdom to the divine. Find a sense of stillness in mind, body, and spirit. Find that sense of inner balance within you. Bringing the hands into heart center, we seal our practice. And remember that yoga is about connection. The spirit in me sees the spirit in you. We are one and the same. We are connected and growing together. May we each offer our best selves to the world with compassion, kindness, forgiveness, empathy, love, and caring. Namaste. Thank you for joining me on the mat today. I'll see you soon.